Coach, when you're talking about the reducing verbiage and all that, is some of it maybe that just takes time and you were operating at a high level and you drew all those years, just get everybody up to speed versus a couple guys every year?
Yeah. Look, I think this preseason was smooth, and then I think week one was smooth. We probably had too much with some of these plays, and looking back on it, that's something we can correct on our end, and be quicker. Look, we always have a wristband for there are certain plays that, are going to be longer, and I'll just say, Russ, let's run 2, or let's flip 2. We're on the left hash or right hash, and so hindsight last week, there's probably about 4 or 5 plays that would have been easier if they were wristbanded, but we can still reduce the verbiage. So if a play X curl, Z post, Y shape, and let's call it oxidants. Coming up with code names to help do that. But that was last night.
Sean Payton, coach of the Broncos, who has addressed 3 times since Sunday the issues of verbiage and the delays in getting plays communicated and called, something that went on last year when Nathaniel Hackett was the coach. The difference is, feels like Sean Payton is doing everything he can to try to nip this in the bud and iron it out now. Regardless of why it's happening, regardless of who's to blame, if anyone, they're in the process of trying to streamline things so the offense can work more efficiently, Peter.
Yeah, and look, Mike, in the first couple of Sunday nights that I've written Football Morning in America this week, I have wanted to write, because I've watched a lot of Denver, I have wanted to write something about Russell Wilson and about how the Broncos are playing and the adjustment to Sean Payton. But it's just, I don't feel like I know enough yet and can make any sort of judgment yet. Because on the surface, and I mean, it's helped by the Hail Mary pass, obviously. The guy's got 108.5 rating. It's above his career average. He's completed, 68%, something like that. He's playing very well for a guy getting used to a totally new system. But I do think there are these little bumps in the road that concern me a little bit, and that is the stuff about the verbiage. Okay, I was in Los Angeles with Justin Herbert and saw a meeting between Kellen Moore, the new offensive coordinator, and Brandon, why am I forgetting his last name? We just talked Brandon Staley. But so I witnessed this meeting in which these tremendously long plays get called into the quarterback, and then I'm watching Justin Herbert when Kellen Moore was about to repeat it, thinking that he may not have gotten it all, and Justin Herbert saying, "Coach, I got it. We're fine." So I have a little bit of wonder about why is it that no matter how long the play is, why is it a difficult thing for a quarterback to master even early on with a new coach? So I'm not panicky about it. I still think that Sean Payton is going to be excellent for Russell Wilson, and it's going to work out. But I still have just this little bit of thing nagging at me, like, why is this still an issue? It shouldn't be an issue.
Meanwhile, Payton will be facing Vic Fangio, who's the defensive coordinator of the Dolphins, had been fired as head coach of the Denver Broncos pre-Nathaniel Hackett. And the Dolphins lost their first-round pick this year because they tampered with Sean Payton last year, trying to hire him instead of Mike McDaniel and to pair him up with Tom Brady, not Tua Tagovailoa. So extra intrigue for this game. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.